I want you to be able to survive in a situation like this. Take 10 minutes now to watch this video and learn how to put together a grab bag for your car so that no matter where you are, you can get home safe. There are people who go to work and spend up to 2 hours every day in their cars. If something was to happen to them on that journey to work, what would they do?
Huge areas of Iowa and Nevada have been underwater. Whole farms have been lost. A year's worth of crops. Tractors, buildings, trucks, houses. I've heard that whole towns have had to be evacuated and whole towns have been underwater. Then there's been Ethiopia. 1,000 people killed in Ethiopia with the floods. Iraq, the South Island of New Zealand just earlier this week. We had 3 days of intense rain and a huge bridge on the main arterial route was washed away. That means that essentially that part of the South Island has been cut off and will be for the next 2 to 3 weeks. They're helicoptering in food because to go around the other way is literally a day's drive to go over to the other side of the island and then come back through the mountains through a different pass. Will take the best part of a day's driving. Now with that driving thing in mind, I've come up with a MacGyver grab bag for in my ute when I'm away, which I often am. I'm fairly well sorted here. I'm in a state of perpetual preparedness here. If the lights were to get turned off, I probably wouldn't even notice because I'm self-sufficient here. But in the event of something happening while I'm away from home, I needed to make sure that I was going to be safe. So let's have a look inside this grab bag. And by the way, this grab bag has cost me no more than $50. I know that I bought $22 worth of things from the dollar store because I needed duplicates of things I already had just for here. But most of this bag has been put together with items that I've got around the house. Now, while we're on the outside of the bag, a quick look at what we've got here. I've got a whistle should I need to signal people, and I've got a Leatherman type pair of pliers with all of the associated goodies in the handle here. That's permanently on the outside of my bag. Now moving into the bag, warm sweatshirt, most important thing. Rolled up, can also be a pillow at night. In this bag here, notice I've got several things in several different bags. If my pack was to take a dunking crossing a river or in heavy rain, most of this stuff would stay dry. Here I've got an insulated space blanket and a shower curtain. Now the shower curtain has got lead weights at the bottom, which will hold one end down. It's got eyelet holes at the top. You can use it to collect rainwater. You can use it to shelter under. You can use it as a raincoat. You can cover your gear with it. You can sit on it. Very useful. One of the items from the dollar shop. This is a plasticized foil potato crisp packet. It's stronger than these bags. It's perfect for carrying water in, but also it's got inside of it at the moment a packet of wet wipes, which can be used for toiletry. They can be used for just freshening up if you've been in a dusty situation with perhaps fallen down buildings and a lot of dust. You can clean wounds with these. Multiple uses. Also in here, a 10 pack of tea light candles and a box of matches. These can be used for lighting fires, they can be used to cook on, and they can be used for keeping warm and providing some light at night. 3 paper cups. Inside these paper cups is some hand sanitizer. Contains alcohol, it will burn. You can use this for lighting fires. It's good for sanitizing hands before doing anything that where you'll need clean hands. It's also good for sanitizing hands after you've done things. 2 cards of powerful painkillers. Cotton balls, soaked in cooking oil, awesome for lighting fires. And a roll of duct tape. Two decent quality face masks in the case of a volcanic eruption or fallen down buildings. There will be a lot of dust around. If you've got no way of getting out of it, it's a good way of staying healthy. Bungee cords, awesome for tying things up, great for holding things down. "10 metres, 10 yards roughly of paracord. Very good for making a bivouac to sleep under at night. Double it up into 4 strands. It will hold a person's body weight. Once again, you can tie things up, tie things down with it. A super sharp bait knife for fishing. Very handy for all sorts of things. Also in here is a large needle and some thread. A wee bar of soap so we can wash our hands. In case we have to do anything unsavoury, some gloves. Can of lighter fluid. A head torch. In this bag here, I've got 2 lighters, a stick of jumbo chalk for writing on footpaths and walls. If you need to leave a message for somebody, if you need to call for help, want to be seen from a distance, write your message big with chalk. Sometimes roads may be closed, bridges may be down, you might have to detour to get home. If you have to leave the public roads and the signage, a compass is a great idea. 3 spare batteries for the head torch. A notebook and pencil. Sometimes you might have to draw a picture, explain something, leave a note. A pen. A small packet of laundry powder. If you're away for a few days, living in grime and muck, wouldn't it be nice to clean your clothes if they get filthy? Give them a wash, hang them up to dry, continue your journey with clean clothes. If you need any medication or you need prescription glasses, make sure you have a spare pair. These are just cheap dollar shop reading glasses which work fine for me. I like to have a few spares scattered around. This is my dedicated pair for in the MacGyver bag. A magnifying glass. Could be used for anything from taking splinters out to lighting a fire. If you're away from home for a few days and the cell systems are still working and phones are available, having one of these is just awesome for keeping your phone charged. One of these will charge your phone up to 3 times. dental floss, can be used for suturing wounds, can be used for tying up things with incredible strength, can also be used for flossing teeth. A thermal and insulated ground sheet for sleeping or sitting on. A bag of spare clothes. In here, thermal leggings, a beanie, pair of fresh underwear, pair of fresh socks. Having several of these bags means that if I have to do a river crossing, I can take my boots off, slip one of these over each foot and keep my socks dry. Three days of food. In here, I've got vacuum packed dates for snacking on during the day, and I have 3 prepared pouch meals, which are good for up to 3 years. They are already cooked, they taste fine as they are, but you can heat them if you wish, if you light a fire. You can cook them in the foil pouches that they come in.
And of course you can use the cardboard boxes as fuel for the fire. Here's 2 things that I forgot to mention. Footwear. Because I'm a tradie, I've always got decent shoes in the vehicle. Don't end up like these people trudging home. And the second thing is my first aid kit in the ute is very well equipped, so that's why I don't carry a first aid kit in this kit. I've already got one in the ute along with a fire extinguisher.
And last but not least, if you're out there in the wilderness by yourself, a ball is a great thing to have, especially if it's got your little friend Wilson on it.